Hi my dear students, welcome back again to our SS class. Today is one of the most important part of our chapter minerals and energy resources. Energy resources. Energy can be generated from fuel minerals like coal, petroleum, natural gas, uranium and electricity. That okay, we can just classify it into different heads, that is conventional source of energy and non-conventional source of energy. The conventional sources of energy, that is in our traditional life, which all item we used to cook different items, and even in our old days the people those who are collecting firewood from forest and they were using it for their daily consumption. These kinds of energy resources come under conventional sources of energy. Okay, the conventional sources of energy: firewood, cattle dung, that is the dung cakes and coal, petroleum, natural gas, hydel and thermal energies. And here in Tamil Nadu, when you visit Tamil Nadu, you can see that here the cow dung cakes, they just dried it in the rooftops. Okay, and then one more thing is the rooftop harvesting system, rainwater harvesting system. It is compulsory in Tamil Nadu. That is a speciality of the state Tamil Nadu. And then that's the state, the first they introduced midday meal program. Okay, and here the conventional source of energy, the firewood, cattle dung, coal, petroleum, natural gas, hydel energy and thermal energy come under conventional source of energy. And here the non-conventional source of energy. Which all item? Please listen here. There is a chance of confusion. Hydel and thermal energy come under conventional sources. And here tidal and geothermal energy come under non-conventional source of energy. The non-conventional source of energies are solar, wind, tidal, geothermal, biogas and atomic energy. This is non-conventional source of energy. And please make sure that tidal and geothermal, it's a non-conventional energy. Hydel and thermal energy, it's come under conventional source of energies. And here the first, we can see the first of our energy resources, and it comes under conventional source of energy, coal. It provides a substantial part of the nation's energy needs. Coal is one of the substantial energy resource. And here we can just check the types of coal. The four different forms of coal is there. It starts from peat, lignite, bituminous and anthracite. Here I just note down its highest to lowest, and here the peat is the first form of occurrence of coal, lignite low, low coal, and bituminous industrial coal, anthracite highest quality of coal deposits. And here the most of these coal deposits we can see in mainly two deposits. The first one, that is Gondwana coal. The Gondwana coal and tertiary deposits. The Gondwana coal, that is nearly 200 million years in age. The Gondwana coal. This is the area. You can see the coal mines in India, Gondwana coal region. Okay. It's the age of 200 million years. And then here the next one, tertiary deposits. In tertiary deposits, nearly 55 million years of age for the coal deposit. These are the two important coal deposits in India. This is the Gondwana coal deposit area in India and tertiary deposits also. And here the most important location of these coal deposits, that are Neyveli, Tamil Nadu, Neyveli, Tamil Nadu, Damodar Valley, Jharia, Raniganj, Bokaro, Meghalaya, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh and Nagaland. You can see here, these are the area. You can see here, this is one of the most important area or deposit of coal, and here this is known as Gondwana coal. Gondwana coal. and according to the age it is classified into two: Gondwana coal and the tertiary deposits. Petroleum in our daily life, you know that without petroleum we don't know how can we prepare even our food item. So we don't know that, okay, it's in the form of LPGs and all, we don't know how to prepare it. So this is one of the most important conventional source of energy what we are using now. It's a mineral oil, and here the refineries of petroleum. The refineries of petroleum acted as nodal industry. This is one of the sure question part. Why petroleum industry is known as nodal industry? Why? Because it is used for synthetic textiles, fertilizers and chemical industries. And the location, 63% of our petroleum deposits we can found in Mumbai High. Mumbai High. And then in Gujarat, one of the most important petroleum field, that is Ankleshwar, 16% of petroleum we can found here in Ankleshwar. And then Assam, 16% of petroleum deposits. This is one of the oldest petroleum deposit in India, Digboi. Okay, in Assam, Digboi. And in Digboi, Naharkatia, Moran, Hadrijan, these are the important petroleum deposits in India. Let's see what's the next. Here, this is the next one of the most important clean energy resources come under conventional source of energy, that is natural gas. You know that it is a combination of different minerals and all. Yeah, methane, ethane, propane, butane, condensates, everything, okay, and nitrogen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, sulfide, helium. But this is a combination of different minerals, acids and salt. Okay, and here it is used as a source and raw material in the petrochemical industries. Petrochemical industries. And one of the most important speciality of this natural gas, that is low carbon content. Low carbon content and low carbon emission. That's why it is known as an eco-friendly resource. And here the most important location of natural gas, Krishna, Godavari Basin, Mumbai High, Gulf of Campeche and Andaman and Nicobar Isles. These are the most important deposit of natural gas. Let's see the next, the confusing facts. It's come under this category, that is hydroelectricity and thermal power. The hydel power and thermal power come under conventional source of energy, and here don't make any confusion, this is come under conventional source of energy. Okay. And here hydroelectricity generated with the flowing of water in 3rd standard or 4th standard onwards. We are just studying about how we prepare the hydel energies and all. Okay, they were using the different turbines and all. Okay, with the help of flowing of water. This is a figure of hydroelectricity. From the figure itself you can identify how they generate electricity. And the most important locations of these Bakramangal, Damodar Valley, Kopili power projects. And here the next one, thermal power. Thermal power generated by burning coal, petroleum and natural gas. Hi my students, I hope this part is very clear for you. We can meet again with the next topic in the next class.